Hey, what's up, permaculture people? This is Teddy Matson, Seed of Life Permaculture Design and Landscaping. I'm out here in Freedom at my parents' now 10-year-old homestead, veggie, flower, herb, wild volunteer, whatever kind of version of nature they want to allow and promote type of garden. So this is mostly herbs and flowers and things that happened. And over there is under the black walnut trees, all the things that like to grow there, like cow parsnip and black raspberry, stuff like that. This is the new deck. It's going to have a greenhouse on it, right there. Here's an area that was converted from rows into mounds because the chickens from the neighbors right over there keep on coming in, scratching everything up. So it was kind of reformed and allowed to sprawl with pumpkins and flowers and other plants going to seed. Lots of volunteers everywhere, volunteer sunflowers, uneradicatable, drew some artichokes. Here's all the tools I used today. Today I was fixing up these yin-yang garden beds. There's a series of 3 yin-yangs as the mounded, composted, and growing clover beds. You can't really see from this angle, I guess, but there's 3 sets of yin-yangs with kind of triangle wedge beds between. So I'm just kind of walking around there. I'll walk right down the middle, so maybe you can get an idea of how it looks. So here's a yin-yang. Walking right down the middle. Here's the triangles in between yin-yangs. Here's another yin-yang. Probably see that one pretty clear. Just walking right down the middle. Makes a continuous sweeping path when you have these 3 yin-yangs together. The more intermediary triangle beds. And the last yin-yang. Yin-yang or yin-yang. However you want to look at it. I guess it's not really yin-yangs because it's not the contrasting colors isn't right, but the contrast is between clover that was left to be there and the new compost. So these beds were full of basically weeds and volunteer flowers, whichever survived out of a mix that had kind of evolved through a few weddings and then just other seedlings bought. So basically it was renewed today. All these beds were broad forked and weeded, except for leaving the clover and choice perennials and flowers, both volunteers and intentional. So it's a basic clean slate, and what's going to go in is probably chives from seed, maybe thyme from division, and whatever else, borage seeds maybe, just a different type of polyculture of flowers, medicinals, edibles, pollinators, food, kind of all the above in whatever combination seems to work. And that's what's going on over here in these row beds. This is the main production garden. But as you can see, it's full of volunteer flowers, sunflowers, chunks of chives, heal all, herbs, dill, cilantro, many other nicotianas, other flowers. Here's greens going to seed. Yeah, just a mix throughout of flowers, vegetables, and herbs. Most of the vegetables are planted through seedlings or seeds, but around all of them are volunteer, like this dill, volunteer, and like these poppies, and like this cilantro, just volunteer herbs and flowers that kind of cohabitate and fill in the edges around the vegetables. They can be weeded away from the vegetables, and then the ones that aren't in the way just be left to promote biodiversity and add habitat for more insects and animals, to feed pollinators and all this stuff, just to contribute to the resilience through diversity of this garden. So that's what's going on. This garden, like I said, is 10 years old. This is all just one-time tilled, shaped into beds, continually adding compost and mulch via hay and leaves, bought and gathered. So that's what's going on. This is the Matson Freedom Homestead guided beauty food jungle thing. All right, enjoy. See you next time.